well, no, Harry is a fucking. He's just a glutton for punishment. He's just like, oh boy, time to go back to the Dursleys and eat
Dude,
the
literally,
red
why would he ever want to leave the wizard world with how rich he is there?
rum. No shit, just
Like,
go buy your own house. What the fuck? Has this just turned into how Harry Potter is the dumbest person in all of these movies?
What did you say? Flagpole.
Take your stinking paw off me, you damn 38!
You're a wizard, Harry. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you.
And I care! What is the deal?
No, do me a favor, Captain. Go fuck yourself.
Language.
Why so serious?
What's your favorite scary movie?
I'm vengeance.
Avengers! Assemble.
welcome back to That's So Random, the most random podcast on the internet, as well as the most inconsistent, evidently. We're random with our upload dates. We're random with whatever we talk about. I'm Braden, and with me, as per usual, it's Andrew.
Hello, I'm
Yeah,
here.
you're the reason we're a month late.
You know what? You're not exactly wrong.
Well, we did
I
say we would be
put that.
back with what we're back with. Harry Potter.
Wait. Shit, I was supposed to watch Harry Potter?
The Boy Who Lived, the guy with the lightning scar on his forehead. Yeah, that kid.
Yeah,
British
Percy
kid, British
Jackson.
school. No, they run
Oh,
through
wait.
the wall at the train station to get to the school.
Oh,
They row
yeah.
up in a bunch of boats.
He runs through the wall and gets on the train that has Denzel Washington on it, and the train doesn't stop, and so they call it the Unstoppable Train.
What movie is
That
that?
one, Unstoppable.
Oh, I, I don't even know about that movie. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah,
I,
you're welcome.
I was
I'm just here to culture everybody.
I was picturing Bullet Train, but with
Ooh,
Denzel
that's a good one.
Washington, and I was like,
I don't
that
think he would
doesn't.
fit that movie.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's why what I was picturing in my head wasn't working for me. So I had to be sure that that was a real thing.
It might have been. May
Well,
not
you
have been.
know, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Are wizards real? Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. We don't have proof. Other than these movies, because they're completely non-fictional.
They're
You
real?
know, yeah, there was this wizard war that went on all these years ago.
What the fuck? How come they didn't cover that shit in like the paper or something? Well, I don't read the paper,
The
but
papers.
yeah.
Well, I don't know how we'd know about it anyway, because according to Harry Potter, well, I guess what Muggles only know of wizards if basically their offspring are wizards or they're related to wizards, like wizards are in the family. But I don't know. The
Yeah.
movies don't go too into detail with that, and I don't remember if the books do or not. And we both did read the
Mm,
books. Probably both don't remember much about the books.
let's just go out on a limb and say people turn a blind eye to things that they don't understand. Fair?
Yes,
Yes.
that is true.
You thought I was going to say something completely different than what I said.
I did a little bit.
I was going to say, well, to be fair, I was going to say something. I was going to say, let's just say that the books aren't real, but
The books aren't real.
they actually didn't exist.
Yes,
They just weren't real.
the literacy format of a book doesn't exist. Not in Harry Potter
Nope.
form anyway. These are not
Nope,
based
not
off.
anymore.
These movies aren't based off novels.
Nope. They're based off of facts. What are we doing? We're talking about the Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, and
Yes, the
that's it.
first two.
No other movie. No other movies.
No other movies. The first two Harry
Yeah.
Potter movies.
Yeah,
Harry
the best
Potter's
two.
first 2 years at Hogwarts. The best two, well, maybe we'll get into that at a later time.
Ooh.
You know, I don't know how
Well,
many
we
I don't
can
know how
both
many
agree.
franchises we're gonna start in this show and not finish.
What other franchises did we start and not finish?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, we're just saving the next two
Yes,
for next Halloween.
it's open. It's open. It's just on hold.
Yeah. And we're going to do a 5-year Muppets Christmas Carol next year. 5-year anniversary of that episode.
Man, I wouldn't even be upset about that. I can talk about Michael Caine as Scrooge in a movie full of Muppets again.
Well, this movie didn't have Michael Caine, but it had
Or Muppets.
our cast. Well, there could have been Muppets. We don't know.
That's true.
Yeah, you saw them house elves.
Muppets
They
could
could have
be
been Muppets.
wizards.
Oh wow, what if
Yeah, or
Kermit
Muppets
was a
could be a
wizard?
creature that just exists. Maybe they were in the Forbidden Forest.
Dude, I told you, don't talk about any other movies.
I'm not talking
God, now
about
you're
any
bringing
that happens at
you're
the
bringing
end of
up
the first movie.
Creature. No,
What
you're bringing up Creature.
creature?
Sirius Black's house elf.
I didn't bring creature up.
Yeah, you did. You said a creature that lives.
Oh, he doesn't live in the Forbidden Forest.
We don't know where that motherfucker lives. He
Well,
is
he did
weird.
live. He did live in the House of Black, but what happened? I guess he stayed at the house when Sirius died. Like he still
You're
belonged to
talking
the
about
family.
the other movies.
You brought it up. You're the one that instigated this, okay? And you just so happen to be Sirius Black, my favorite character in this whole franchise. So fuck you.
I
Gary.
killed
Also,
Sirius
Gary
Black.
Oldman is awesome, and is it weird to you that Gary Oldman is Sirius Black? Like I don't see Gary
Yeah,
Oldman
no.
when I
Until
watch
you
it.
said that, I had to think about it for a second, and I'm like, holy shit, that was Gary Oldman, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's so weird.
I'm not used to seeing him in like a role like that. You know, you see him in more of like a well, anytime like I think of him as like Commissioner Gordon or in Planet of the Apes, you know?
Yeah, he just more or less looks like himself, like on a daily basis.
Yeah. And he's more of like a leader than like some underground like criminal type guy.
Criminal type guy.
Well, you know, Sirius Black was
He was
portrayed as a
framed.
criminal. Well, we don't know that yet
Okay,
because we're only
yeah,
talking about the
okay.
first two
I'm
movies.
ready to talk about the third one, but so let's move on. Let's skip the first two, go to the third one now. We'll get to
Okay.
Prisoner of
All right.
Azkaban.
Actually, this episode is about Prisoner of Azkaban.
No, we are going to be sure to cover that one though, because that movie is awesome and it's basically perfect. And I don't have a problem with it. So we're definitely talking about that.
You
And be
think
on
we
your ass about it.
should dedicate its own episode to itself?
Yes,
I agree.
definitely, because we just spent the first like 5 minutes of this one talking about it.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
and we
Fair
we
enough.
didn't even break the ice on what that movie is about. Let's break the ice on what Sorcerer's Stone is though. So
Yes.
literally, it's a clip that plays in the intro to our fucking show. You know, Hagrid telling Harry, "You're a wizard, Harry." And we're just now covering Harry Potter. Also have a Scream clip in there. I don't know how long we talked about doing the Scream movies and still haven't started those. See,
Yeah, that's kind
we're
of
we're
on me
random
because
with
I haven't watched
ourselves.
five. I haven't
That's
watched
why
five
we
and
need to
six.
do it. You need to watch 5 and 6, damn it.
I know, and I love them too. They're probably one of my favorite horror movie properties because they're I don't know. So to get off topic, like we're so good at,
Would
we
any
both recently watched.
sorry, just while I'm thinking of Ghostface and these horror movie villains, are there any like iconic serial killers in horror movies that wouldn't go into Slytherin when it comes to Harry Potter housing?
Uh, Hannibal Lecter,
Ooh, where would he go? Ravenclaw, maybe?
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
I'm just kidding. I feel like you'd be a Gryffindor in a way because
I could,
he's so
yeah,
smart and
but I
he's brave and courageous and everything else, you know?
I can see him as like anything but a Hufflepuff, to be honest. Because
Yeah, I
what?
was about to say, I feel like he'd fit any house.
Yeah, because
But no, you're
Slytherin's
right.
like
Pretty much.
cunning.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. I think you're right. Everybody would go into Slytherin pretty much.
Yeah, like, oh, you're
I don't
soulless,
think
Slytherin. Oh, you're just a
Michael
monster,
Myers,
Slytherin.
he wouldn't go into Slytherin.
You know, all you gotta do, to Pennywise, if you want him out of Hogwarts, is just put him in Hufflepuff. He wouldn't be able to deal with that.
Yeah, because everybody'd be bullying him all the time. How many times are we gonna bring up Pennywise and how you just can bully him to kill him?
Don't know.
Are
Oh,
you trying to make a point that bullying works? Is that the point you're trying to make here?
hey man, bullying doesn't work when you try to do it against Harry Potter, though. Harry Potter just kicks Draco's ass
That's
at every turn.
well, let's back up. Let's get back on track here. Speaking of bullying, so
His
when this
cousin.
movie opens, yes, but when this movie opens, you have Professor, we'll call him Dumbledore one, and McGonagall, and they're like, yeah, they're gonna be looking for this boy, so we'll see him in 11 years, and they drop him off at literally. Harry would have been better off to go in foster care.
Hagrid's the one that delivers him. Like
Yeah, but
Hagrid.
McGonagall and
Yeah, Hagrid brings him to Dumbledore and McGonagall.
yeah, but they drop him off, and like I said, though, he would have been better off to go into foster care the way he was
Oh
treated with
yeah.
the Dursleys. They stuck him in a broom closet with his annoying ass cousin, who gets a little bit of a redemption later on, but at the moment, he's just a piece of shit. He's like, 36? Wasn't that the number of presents? 36?
I've never
And
gotten
he
how
counted.
I've never gotten how Harry could go to Hogwarts like without his legal guardian's permission, but like he had to stay with them every summer. Like, can Hogwarts or Dumbledore or someone not get this guy connect to like not have to go back there? Because that kid
Yeah,
doesn't
no
want to go back
shit.
there.
Yeah. Go send him to live with the Weasleys.
Yeah, I don't understand why Ron wasn't like, "Hey, bro, you want to just come chill at my place? We already have
Well, I
like
mean,
10 bodies there
in
anyway."
like, yeah, fucking Hermione's there like 90% of the time,
Yeah.
anyways. Go live with
Every time
Hermione if
Harry
you want
shows
to
up to the
stay.
Weasley's, Hermione's already there chilling. Like, oh, I've been here all
Yeah.
summer. Where you been, Harry?
Yeah, or go live with Hermione if he wants to stay in like the Muggle world as well.
And
You know?
Harry's just over there like, I've just been miserable all summer.
Yeah, well, no, Harry is a fucking. He's just a glutton for punishment. He's just like, oh boy, time to go back to the Dursleys and eat
Dude, literally,
breadcrumbs.
why would he ever want to leave the wizard world with how rich he is there?
No shit, just
Like,
go buy your own house. What the fuck? Has this just turned into how Harry Potter is the dumbest person in all of these movies?
well, how do wizarding laws work though? Because if it works like human laws do, he can't buy his own house at 12 years old.
Yes, but they can get wands that can be used as weapons of mass destruction. And then the
Yes.
only thing stopping them is a tracker that if they use a spell under the age of what was it? It was a weird age. It was like 16 or 17. Then
17.
the wizarding
Or wait.
council or whatever, the Ministry of Magic, that's what it is. They'll
Yeah, I think
know
it's 17,
uh
yeah. Because
17, yeah.
yeah, Fred and George could use magic outside of school in Order of the Phoenix, and Goblet of Fire you had to be 17 to put your name in, and they couldn't put their name in that year because they were 16. They were like, what the hell is this, Dumbledore?
Yeah. But so yeah, like if a kid learns one of the unforgivable curses, what's from stopping them from just going on a mass killing spree? You know? Nothing. So I'm sure Harry
Nothing if
could
that's
buy a
what they want
house.
to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sure they could buy a house. Or go live with fucking Hagrid. Dude, there were so many options, but in my opinion, I think Dumbledore did this on purpose in a way. That
Yeah.
way, because
Yeah, okay.
Dumbledore's not the best character. We kind of
No.
learned that at the beginning. At the beginning of the movie and stuff, it's like, or let me back up from the first movie to like the eighth movie, and I'm sure in the books it might be earlier, but by the eighth movie, you're like, damn, Dumbledore was all right, but he wasn't that good of a guy. He's fucking kind of a douchebag, but his portrayal's really good. I love it.
His portrayal is really good, and yeah, he's not the best guy, even if that is kind of the front he puts up. But at the same time, I guess he almost has to put up that front because, every wizard basically looks up to him.
Yeah. So I think maybe Dumbledore sent him to live with the Dursleys, though, for maybe so like Harry could learn kind of what it's like to just be treated like dirt, maybe, and
Well, that would have
rise
been
above
it
everything.
in the Muggle world, that would have been the only place he could have went, right? Because like
Yeah.
Sirius was his godfather, but he's the one that got framed for the murder of his parents, so he wasn't there. And as far I assume James had no siblings, no blood siblings, so it was just Petunia and her dickhead husband and their shithead son.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so 36? That's one less than last year. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, wasn't it? Was it 36 and he had 37 last year?
That
I
sounds
think that's
right.
what it was. But anyways, they go to the zoo, and then we
Yes.
learn something about Harry that really never comes back up again. After the second movie, really. He can talk to
Mm,
snakes. He's a parcel tongue.
It it does and it doesn't because not the parcel tongue thing specifically that doesn't really come up again after Chamber, but the fact that he is parcel tongue just ties into something major, and that I don't think they reveal
Yeah,
until
well,
Deathly Hallows.
I
But
don't fucking remember it anyway. So good on you for remembering that. But yeah, so he like releases the snake and everything, and I guess maybe it was Dumbledore's plan to not have Harry come back into the wizarding world until like he showed that he could do magic. Maybe I don't know, or was it his plan all along to like lure Harry back?
to
Because
have
I really don't
Harry
remember
come
that.
back to Hogwarts,
No, to have Harry come back into the wizarding world.
I would
Like,
assume.
was
Well, yeah, because when
yeah,
they
I
when
assumed
they
that
when
was
they
his
drop him
plan.
off, they're like talking to Hagrid like you're gonna be the one to come get him or whatever.
Oh, okay, all right. I just couldn't remember exactly. It's been a minute since I've seen this, a couple weeks, but
You know,
yeah,
I'm
uh,
curious for anyone that like has never read the books or seen these movies, how they would take the parcel tongue stuff because I think it's cool just setting up that little tidbit in this movie and then it doesn't really go anywhere and then the next movie you kind of learn more about it. Like I don't know, I think it's fascinating storytelling.
so my girlfriend had never seen these movies before, so I have a insider perspective here on the question you're asking. So he talks to the snake or whatever, and maybe she's dumb. That's a possibility. But in the second movie, she's like, "Oh wow, he can talk to snakes or whatever." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And then we see in that flashback sequence, or not the flashback, but the graveyard thing in Goblet of Fire.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when the innkeeper starts climbing the stairs and Voldemort's snake slithers by him or whatever.
Yep.
Okay, clearly it was a python at the zoo, correct?
Yes.
Voldemort's snake is an anaconda. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Oh,
Is
well,
it an
she asked if it
anaconda?
was the same. I think it is, but she asked if it was the same snake, and she was convinced it was the same snake the whole time.
Well,
So
Voldemort's snake
she
used to
went
be a
all these.
chick, right?
I don't know, maybe.
I thought it was like that one chick in Crimes of Grindelwald.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch those movies that much. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I don't know. I vaguely remember it, but I swear that his snake used to be a human woman, and she became a snake.
Oh no, they're saying it's a reticulated python.
Yeah.
Oh, it was originally a woman named Bertha Jorkins.
Yes. Okay. Didn't remember that name,
Yes.
but yeah, I thought it was a python. I'm like that. It didn't like it was a big snake, but it didn't look big enough to be an anaconda.
Yeah, so I don't know. I thought it was
Anyway,
an anaconda, but I might be thinking of. Well, also it's
so
portrayed to be venomous and it's portrayed to have like a lot of teeth. So that's why it's like it don't really make sense for it to not be an anaconda, but regardless, anyways.
yeah, but this is a wizard snake. This is a magic snake.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
I
it's a
don't.
snake that used to be a person. Maybe that's why it has all its teeth.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Well, the snake's not. That snake isn't in any of these movies. There's other snakes in
That's
these
true.
movies. But was the point you were getting at that like the snakes he's always talking to are pythons?
No, I'm just
Well,
saying that
I was gonna say I guess
she
the
saw the
basilisk
snake,
would disprove that.
him talking to the snake was like, she thought that same snake from the first movie carried all the way into at least the fourth one. And she's like, "Oh my God, it's the same snake!" I'm like, "No, it's
Oh,
not.
she thought
It's the same."
Voldemort's snake was that
Yeah,
snake? Oh, Lord.
yeah, it was the snake behind the glass and everything. So it, and I kind of get why she thought that because Harry can talk to snakes, blah 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 blah, and she thought it was maybe just magic snakes that he could talk to, and it. If now that she's reading the books, I'm sure it's explained better. But I hope in like the TV series that they come out with on Max, I kind of hope it's they take more time to like explain things from the book because like
But
not making fun of her
a
or
magic
anything.
snake wouldn't be in the Muggle world, so.
Well, yeah, but if you just see it and you just see him only talking to snakes whenever magic is like around, because the other snakes that he talks to in the second movie are snakes that are shot out of the wand,
Yeah.
right? So in her mind, she's piecing all this together that the only time he's talking to snakes is when magic is involved. Well, the glass disappeared. Harry made the glass disappear. So in her mind, oh, okay, that snake is he can talk to that snake because it's a magic snake or something. And I mean, I don't
I
know.
mean, he can talk, technically, he can talk to the snake because he's magic. Because, I mean, no humans can speak
That's what
parcel
I ended
tongue.
up having to explain to her. And she's like, "Oh, I thought it was like magic snakes or something." I was like, "No, no, no. He can talk to any snake."
Yes.
So, anyways, yeah. Besides the point, refer back to your notes because I'm so lost now
Well,
because of my own tangent.
after the zoo, and that snake was so kind not to just swallow Dudley whole, like he probably should have. They start
That
getting
would have been
bombarded with the letters, all the letters. The owls start bringing the letters to the Dursleys, and what Vernon just keeps throwing them away. Like
Yeah,
Bro, they won't
I
even let
love
Harry.
this scene.
They are taking like Harry, literally taking Harry's rights away. I'm like, Harry, just literally walk down to like any fucking police station and report this shit. Like they can't take away your human rights.
Yeah, like they're opening his mail and everything and
Yes,
burning
they
it,
are
and
breaking so many fucking laws.
yeah, these sons of bitches. I do love the image of all the owls just covering the neighborhood. I love that so much. I think it's such a cool look.
And
Just all the owls sitting around.
the score of these movies. I mean, it's John Williams, so
Oh,
of course, it's fucking awesome. But it yeah, it really just complements scenes like that, especially that are mostly just being told through a visual lens. Yeah, the score just helps throw you into the world and like, oh, we're getting there. We're getting
I
to the magic of it all.
I believe that the score is better. Shit, my headphone fell out. I believe that the score is better in these first like 2 to 3 movies, like in scenes like that, than it is like towards the end.
I probably agree. I feel like I noticed the score
Because
being.
it's
I feel like it
this,
was way more prominent in the first three than it was in like any of the
yeah.
in from four on.
Well, and also it fits like a lighter tone as well. And these movies have a lighter tone. I don't feel like it fits as much as you get like towards the end because the tone kind of darkens,
Yeah,
So, not saying it's bad, but
I mean
I do think it's
the
better
main theme though is
in
like
this
a
one.
to in all of them, so you at least get
Yeah.
some of the classic whimsical fantasy Harry Potter music.
Yeah, and the score goes, I am a wizard, wizarding world. That's how it goes.
Yeah, so if you are orphaned like Harry is, I guess we should just get to him being told he's a wizard. And your family doesn't notify you of being a wizard, or you just don't know you're a wizard because you're born into a wizard family, but obviously no wizards are around or whatever. Or like in Hermione's case, like she's a mudblood. Am I allowed to use that term since okay, if Hermione
Yes.
anyway, her parents are muggles. So, like, how would she know unless, I mean, I guess a grandparent could still be alive or something that was magic and be like, yeah, Hermione, you're a wizard. Or, Harry's case, no one told him. Hagrid just shows up on his 11th birthday. Once you're 11, you can
You're a
enter
wizard, Harry.
Hogwarts. So is it just like any of these guys, any of these kids that don't know they're wizards on their 11th birthday, are they just told?
I guess. I don't really know how that works. That'd be interesting to see that expanded on. Or maybe that's one of those things that they can't really expand on because it'll just make no sense.
I understand if that happened to me. Well, first of all, if that happened to me, I'd be able to open my own mail because I don't live with a dickhead uncle and aunt. But I'd be like, what kind of joke is this? Like,
Nah, if you were 11, you'd be like, "Holy shit, I'm a wizard!" You'd
well, I
probably
mean,
just jump
at
off
that
the roof and
many
fly.
pieces of mail came in with that many owls, yeah, I would believe I'm a wizard if I fucking if I got delivered any mail just by an owl, I'd believe wizards are real. Like, what other explanation is there?
I'm gonna buy an owl and teach it to deliver letters, and I'm gonna have it send you a letter that just says "You are," and then like smudge the end. And yeah, I'm gonna have you institutionalized for thinking that you're a wizard.
So you're gonna kind of prank me like Fred and George prank Ron this whole movie by telling him fake spells, but on an even higher level. You're gonna send me to
Yes,
jail.
to a point where you go to a no, not jail,
Oh,
a
okay.
mental institution.
Oh, yeah, that's better. I get my own padded room.
Yeah. You just sleep wherever you want.
Oh yeah, sounds kind of peaceful.
I don't know though. Have you ever seen Chucky? That one Chucky movie where the chick's in the mental institution, the Chucky dog gets delivered. I don't remember
Don't.
which one that is.
Uh, I don't. I think I've only seen the first two, and I don't think it's either of those.
No, it is not. It's good. I like that one, whatever that one is. I'll figure that out, but just carry on.
It's good. That's interesting because I don't know. I thought only the
Cult
first
of
Child's Play was
Chucky.
good. Cult of Chucky.
Cult of Chucky.
I always
Yeah,
hear those are silly.
I enjoyed it.
Like super. I mean, I guess every Child's Play movie is silly because it's just a doll like that you could literally kick across the room. You could literally punt it like 200 yards without even
Well,
trying.
yeah, like if I was in a Child's Play movie, I would just go find Pat McAfee and be like, please punt him, please.
Yeah, literally.
So
Uh, I don't recall anything in the first Harry Potter movie. being small enough to where you could just punt it. Feel like you could probably do that to Dobby in the second one though, if you really wanted to.
Yeah, fuck Dobby.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get more on him later. Fuck Dobby. I know a lot of people love Dobby, but fuck that guy. He's such a dick. All right, so Hagrid is like, "Yo, you're a wizard, Harry." Brought him a cake that he said on. Like, I wouldn't want to eat that anymore, but Dudley sure wants some of it.
Yeah, he turns him into a piggy, or gives him a tail.
Yeah, then we get
That was funny.
Yeah, then we finally get to go into the Wizarding World, out of the Muggle world, on to Diagon Alley. That is the first magical place we visit, I believe.
Such a cool alley, like the whole like I don't know. Everything about it was so cool.
Yeah, it's like I know it's all described in the book and such, but it does impress me how they brought everything to life through like the entire franchise. Because it's like nothing ever looked like it didn't belong there. Like, it all felt natural to that
Yeah.
world.
And it's like it kind of made me want to go to Universal and see the Diagon Alley they have built there, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it would be so fucking cool.
Yeah, so Harry's got to get some items for school, like a wand and what did he need some like textbooks or something? I don't remember how that worked. Did
He
you get
needed a
those in
broom.
Diagon Alley or yeah, a broom?
Eh, yeah. No, I don't remember. I don't fucking remember what he needed.
Well, anyway,
He
they go to
needed
the
to not
bank.
be a piece of shit.
Hagrid's like, "Yo, Harry, you're gonna have to buy you some shit," and he's like, "I'm broke, Hagrid." And he's like, "No, you're not. You think your parents left you with nothing?" It's like, well, I mean, he's lived 11 years in that house that you just took him away from. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, and he's been
I'm
told
sure
he's
not
nothing his
hearing
whole life.
anything. Yeah, I'm sure not hearing anything about that for that long would make you think that you didn't get shit or that they, had nothing to leave you because they were killed too early. But anyway.
Yeah.
Harry is a rich motherfucker. Got a vault
Yeah.
full of money. Never have to work a day in his life if he don't
Yeah,
want to.
I hope he buys Hagrid a house. Why didn't he buy Hagrid a house?
He should have bought Hagrid a house.
Yeah, no shit. What a douchebag. Harry sucks.
Yeah, he does. But when he's getting his wand, Ollivander says, "Oh, it's interesting that that wand chose you. Its sister wand was the very one that gave you that scar." So already setting up that there's more to Harry and Voldemort than just, the fact that he's the one that attempted to kill him and kill his parents. Like they are attached at some deeper level somehow.
Yeah.
So stuff like that I love about this franchise.
Yeah. Like they set stuff up in the first movie, and sometimes in like long franchises and stuff, the writers will forget things or they'll just leave things out or blah 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 blah. Anyways, this one they set something up in the first movie that it sticks all the way throughout, you know?
Okay, it's weird to me that so Harry, as far as we know, is the only person that has ever survived the killing curse. And Hagrid explains to him, and he gets it explained to him a ton more. I'm sure he gets it explained again in this movie. I don't remember specifically, but definitely throughout the franchise, that his mother's love is what saved his life. It's hard to believe that no one before had been saved by someone else's love.
It's
Like
because
how long
nobody
has the
loves
Wizarding world
anybody.
been existing? Like how long have people been using the killing curse? Like how long has that spell
Well,
existed?
Well, and then again, maybe it was just used. It wasn't used like it was to kill Harry, you know? Maybe they weren't trying to kill, like they say Voldemort was one of the most evil men ever, right? So maybe nobody else ever thought to just break into a house and kill a woman's baby right in front of her.
Yeah?
So maybe that's the reason.
Yeah, well, maybe it's just because we needed something. All right, then they're off to Hogwarts, platform 9 3/4. Already talked about it a little bit, running through the wall to get to the train. I've always thought
Yeah,
that was weird.
he meets the biggest bitch character ever, Ron fucking Weasley. Let's go.
Oh, especially in the fourth movie. My lord, Ron was on one in that one.
Yeah, little shit.
Bro, he is. He can be.
But
He's just kind of stupid in this movie. He can't do spells
anyways,
at all. He's eating
once they get on the
slugs.
train, though, once they get on the train, you get the trio. You get Hermione, Harry, and Ron.
Yes. So, what was it that the cart lady came and asked if they want anything, and Ron just asked for a few things. And Harry's like, "Oh, we'll take the cart." I'm like, this dude's already flexing his money. He didn't even know he had this until like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, stop flexing on everybody, Harry, you asshole.
It's like, don't worry, I got you, man. Like, cool that you're sharing the love, but like, man, struggling over here. Just gonna could throw him a couple gallons, man.
Yeah, he could have bought the Weasleys out of debt, you know?
Probably, yeah. He could have done a lot of things.
Yeah, fucking asshole. No, but yeah, I don't know. Like we meet who's the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher in this movie whenever they
Uh,
get to the
oh,
what's
Quirrell.
his name? Yeah. So we meet him, like he gets introduced or whatever,
Yep.
and you can just tell, like I could. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, I don't like that guy for some reason. This is before I read the book, but I was like, I don't like that guy. Well,
Okay.
come to find out, yeah, they set that motherfucker up to be the villain just by looking at him. Like, well, no, I'm sorry. He meets him in the alleyway in
Yeah.
Diagon Alley the first time. But yeah, I don't know. Everything about that guy is just I don't know. I kind of wish they'd do a better job at disguising the villains.
Yeah. They. Maybe that's another reason Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite. I think that's probably the one they do that the best in.
Exactly. You are not wrong. But
But yeah, Quirrell, like, I don't remember how much more he had to do in the book. I know he was in more of the book, but obviously all you needed for the movie was the little tidbits to so that the Voldemort reveal kind of makes sense.
yep.
And yeah, it's serviceable in this movie. It's fine. I forgot how little of speaking lines he actually had though. Like that dude does not talk that much in this movie.
No, like not at all.
Then at the end, he's just there and he's like, "Yo, it's not really me. I fuse myself with Voldemort because he's my lord and stuff." And I'm like, you just didn't want to live if you agreed to that.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking kill you the first chance he gets.
Yeah, if he's gonna use me, if he's gonna feed off of me like a parasite, and I'm gonna die anyway, just to bring him back to life, I'm gonna be like, you can kill me right now, man. You can just use that killing curse. Then where's your help? You'll die with me. Yeah, go out like a G, kill the Dark Lord with you. You'd be the one that killed Voldemort, even though you're already dead.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Uh.
He's not making those big brain plays. But
Uh.
I will say when they get off the train to Hogwarts and they're like on the boats, just the overhead shot kind of shows like it shows the school and then it pans over to the water of them all rolling up to it. I think that is such a good establishing shot. It might be a tiny bit dated since it was over 20 years ago at this point, but it still looks really good for 2000. When did that movie come out? 2001?
Yes, 2001.
Yeah. But I don't know, visually just yeah, impressive for that time period.
You know what I don't understand though? How come they're taking boats in that movie, but then in the fifth movie they're taking those carriages?
That's after they actually get to the grounds though.
Oh, is it?
I believe so. Well, no, I'm thinking because Half-Blood Prince, like when Harry's knocked out on the train, Luna finds him, and it's the way it's cut, it seems like they just get off the train and go onto the grounds. So, yeah, you might have a point. I'm not sure. Maybe they just forgot.
Maybe so. Or maybe they didn't want to try to you know, do that shot again with with like the overview of the castle and everything. Or they're
Yeah.
like, oh fuck that, we're just gonna change this shit.
But basically, as soon as they get to Hogwarts, before the Sorting Hat ceremony or anything, the Harry and Draco rivalry is like immediately set up. Like that's the first person other than
Watch out
Ron.
who you're friends with, Potter.
Yeah, other than Ron and Hermione, that's the first motherfucker to talk to Harry. Man, Tom Felton is so good at making you hate that character too. Like I hate Draco in these movies. But like I know where he
Yeah,
ends
he's
up, so
such a
I'm
little
like, eh.
prick.
He is a prick, but then you see who his dad is in the next one, and you're like, oh, you shouldn't agree with to do everything your dad does because he's a little bitch, but I see why you're a little bitch, Draco, because your parents suck.
Yeah.
All right, Sorting Hat ceremony. Love this guy. Love the sorting hat. Talking all that shit.
Not
Liter-
Slytherin! Not Slytherin!
So I don't remember in the book if it's like the Sorting Hat's literally just saying all that stuff out loud, like Harry's thoughts and stuff, or if I guess he would have to be. So he's just telling the whole school, like, "Oh, this guy doesn't want to be in Slytherin, Gryffindor."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that wasn't exactly cool Sorting
Yeah,
Hat, but You're a
All
talking
the
hat, so
Slytherin
I'll let it
kids are like,
slide.
man, what the fuck? What the fuck did we do?
Like,
I
what's
don't
so
even know
bad about
that.
Slytherin?
Yeah. Also, can you really just influence the Sorting Hat like that?
I guess so.
Huh. Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind if I ever
Please
get
not
the
this one.
Sorted
Please not
Hat.
this one.
Yeah.
Then Harry Scar begins acting up when he stares towards Snape, which who's behind him? Professor Quirrell. And Dumbledore does give a wink at Harry after he's sorted into Gryffindor, so I'm like, yeah, it's definitely rigged. The game is rigged from the beginning.
Yeah, like
Which
he
we
knew.
find out by the end anyway, when Dumbledore's like, "Yo, Gryffindor, you came in last in terms of house points this year, but we're gonna give you like an extra 220 so you can win."
Yeah. I feel sorry for all the other kids. They just got cheated.
Yeah, literally. Like, what? Like, weren't these kids the reason they lost all those points in the first place? Like, what? Isn't that the reason they
Yeah.
were in last place, and then they just get rewarded
Yeah, they got rewarded
for
for doing
breaking
all the
so
shit they
many
weren't
school
supposed to do.
policies and regulations?
Yeah, little fucks.
Like, dude, man, even if we did that, like, at our school to fucking save the entire school, we'd probably still get suspended or some shit.
Yeah, no shit. They got rewarded for it. They're like, and then Neville, for standing up to your friends, 10 additional points. It's like he was a fucking little shit. He didn't do nothing. He just got fucked up by Hermione or something.
Yeah, he
I
just yelled and
remember
got
his
fucked.
poison.
He just screamed and got fucked up. Yeah. Nearly headless Nick and Ghost. They swarm the mess hall, so we get, all the ghosts introduced. Which I mean, what nearly headless Nick is the only big one in this one. Then we got Moaning Myrtle in the second. Nick's a cool guy. Not a big fan of Myrtle.
Why do they call you nearly headless, Nick? He goes, bah, cuz. I mean, I feel like his name's fairly obvious.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm like, what
yeah,
dumbass
like
kid asked
he's
that?
probably, yeah, like
This kid needs
more
something
than
that
likely,
other than a magic school right now.
yeah, more than likely his head is probably about to fall off. He just, since he's a ghost, he just keeps it on.
Potions class. When Snape calls out Harry on not paying attention. Alan Rickman is awesome in that scene. I mean, he's awesome in most scenes. I just love how Snape, like 24/7, he's always like he comes off as like cold, but he's definitely always calculated. Like he's very meticulous with the way he thinks and like just spectates things around him, I guess, surveys. And I feel like Alan Rickman, without even talking, displays that really, really well.
I've always heard that a lot of people don't like Snape if you've only read the books, and Alan Rickman's performance make people like Snape because it's kind of his characterization's a little bit different from the movies to the books, which I
I
thought was
don't
interesting.
I don't remember the specifics of the books.
Well, he was like more of like a whiny little shit in the books versus like in the movies, he's a fucking Alan Rickman. Like it's kind of hard to hate him.
Yeah, but I mean, in both he's more or less putting up a front, so people don't suspect much of him. Don't suspect he is what he is, the double agent of it all.
Yeah, I guess that's fair, but I don't know. That's just what I heard.
Right, I guess we can talk about Quidditch some. Quidditch training scene.
I might be the only person here who thinks this, but I don't really care about the Quidditch matches at all.
I don't really either, to be honest, but it is a thing in Harry Potter. Very famous thing. So, I don't know. So basically, Draco's just being a dick to Neville. Neville gets injured. Baits Harry into chasing him. And what did he throw? He threw something at Neville's, right? And then Harry goes,
The remember all or whatever it was.
yes. And Harry just goes up, snags it. McGonagall is right out that window. She's like, yo, what the hell? She walks out. I love that every time McGonagall like approaches these kids, you don't know if they're about to get rewarded or in trouble or both or what.
Yeah,
Like I don't know. McGonagall's a lady I'd kind of be scared of if she was like approaching me with that walk. I'd be like, oh, she's serious right now.
I like her though.
Oh, I love
She's
her.
such a good character though.
But she's like, Potter, you're incredible. You want to be our seeker? And seeker is typically not a position that is given to first year students. So, you know, as if you didn't know Harry was already the chosen one by him not dying from the killing curse, like literally every other wizard has. he's also just the best seeker of all time.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Hermione said, it's like in his blood. His dad was like a really good seeker, apparently. So,
Yeah, you look so much like your father, except for the eyes. I don't know how many times they say that in this fucking franchise. He
I was
gets
about
told
to
that
say,
so many times by literally everyone.
yeah.
It's like, bro, I'm sure this
He says,
kid like
I know, and I have my mother's eyes.
I'm sure he's like, yeah, I liked it like the first 5 times people told me this, but I'm kind of getting tired of it now.
Yeah,
All right, after the Harry gets put on the Quidditch team, they're just wandering around and they encounter Fluffy, the three-headed dog, guarding a door, and they're like, "Yo, what is this dog guarding?" Then the troll in the bathroom thing happens.
yeah.
I feel like that was less
Which,
random in the book because it did just feel. I mean, it was to serve as a distraction so Quirrell could do some shit.
yeah. But it was just kind of troll
Yeah,
in the basement kind of deal. And I was like, well, that was kind of fucking random as hell.
it was pretty random. But then we get to the Quidditch match, and Harry Scar starts acting up again, and Hermione is like, "Oh, it's Snape." Harry was saying it was Snape last time. Although, when Harry was in potions class, with Snape directly in his face, his scar had no pain. But he's 11. I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. He doesn't think about things as deeply as maybe you should.
Yeah, I think somebody should just beat the fuck out of Harry. Maybe he'd learn better.
Hasn't Dudley been doing that?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really help. Never mind. I take it back.
Well, Harry wins the game for Gryffindor by catching the snitch in his mouth. Of course, the way his scar stopped acting up, Hermione caught Snape on fire, as you do. Just catch your teachers on fire when you think they're giving you issues. Solves all your problems. Or so I've heard. Or so Harry Potter has
Yeah.
taught me.
Yeah.
Then it's Christmas break, baby. The season we're in right now. This is why we're doing this
Yeah,
in December. These are Christmas movies for at least 10 to 15 minutes of the runtime.
exactly. Which makes the whole movie a Christmas movie.
It might as well be. Look, some of the movies set at Christmas, it's Christmassy enough, it's a Christmas movie. Now, if it was just like one shot of Christmas stuff, it wouldn't be a Christmas movie. But
No, but it's like
they
10
literally
minutes.
reference Christmas. They reference that as
Mm-hmm.
Christmas. And what does Harry get for Christmas? What is his gift?
A new broom.
The invisibility cloak,
Oh, I thought he got the broom.
the broom.
Yeah, his new broom. The Nimbus 2000 or something.
Who gave him that?
McGonagall.
Oh, he might have got that before the game. Or he might have got
Oh,
that.
maybe that's when it was. I
I
thought he
don't know.
got the broom then. Whoops.
I don't know, maybe he got both, but I don't know. I just remember the invisibility cloak at Christmas. And then he goes into the library restricted area and he sees Snape and Quirrell having a discussion about Harry. And his scar doesn't start tripping out in this moment, does it? I don't remember it tripping out,
I don't think so.
which is interesting. So I'm assuming Voldemort isn't like he's maybe dormant at that moment.
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Sometimes there's a lot of stuff. There's like not continuity errors, but just it seems like some things will happen only when the story calls for it to. You know,
Yeah.
like his scar burning and stuff.
Yeah, because it doesn't happen every single time he's around Quirrell. Only certain moments.
No.
Uh, but the Quidditch thing I can understand because like Quirrell was directly interfering with Harry and trying to like injure him, so that's like direct magic going his direction. So I can get it then, but like when he's just there not using magic, I don't get how that works.
Yeah, me neither.
But the mirror of arise, I guess is how you would pronounce it's desire backwards. I don't know why J.K. Rowling didn't just call it the mirror of desire. But Harry sees his parents. I wonder if that's gonna come back into
Which
play.
it's no, I don't think it ever will.
I don't think we'll ever see that mirror again. I don't think we'll see that by the end
Nope.
of the movie. I think it
Nope.
was
It's
just
gone
there.
forever. Yep.
And Hermione, always researching like she does. She's a little nerd. She discovers that Nicholas Flamel is the only other person besides Dumbledore that is aware of the stone's whereabouts. And yeah, eventually they figure out, well, yeah, that's what that three-headed dog is, hiding. Or Hagrid tells him, doesn't he? He's like, "Ooh, I wasn't supposed to tell you that. My bad."
Yeah. Oh, I was not supposed to say that. Not supposed to say that.
And I don't know why I always remember the dragon that Hagrid had down there, freshly hatched dragon.
Oh yeah, that he had to get that got taken away from him.
Yeah, Norbert, the
Yeah,
Norwegian Ridgeback. I don't know why I
I don't know how
always
the fuck
remember
you
that
remember
guy.
that. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, like, he doesn't even do anything. It's not like this. He was Buckbeak or even Fang. Fang is awesome. Love that dog. Even though Hagrid
Dang.
trashed him by calling him a coward.
Yeah.
All right, but Draco, you know, is spying basically. I guess he followed them like a weird little stalker. Then ran and told McGonagall that they were out after hours. So all four of them get detention because guess what, Draco? You're out after curfew too, you dumbass.
What don't you mean the three of them? And as noble as your efforts may have been, you too were out after.
Curfew.
I can't remember. Yeah, curfew. Yeah, couldn't remember what that word was.
Yeah, and they're made to serve a detention in the Forbidden Forest. Oh, well, what?
Yeah,
This
that
is
was
what makes me
weird.
think Hogwarts just does not give a single fuck about their children, and they do not care if they die whatsoever. First of all, like Azkaban isn't even that far from Hogwarts, so it's like, why is this wizard prison so close to your wizard school? And second of all, why are you giving kids detention in like the most dangerous part of your ground?
Yeah, and they see somebody drinking unicorn blood, which is just kind of weird.
Yes, hooded figure down on the ground drinking some, silver
I
elixir.
wonder who that could be. Yeah.
I don't know. He approaches Harry, but then a centaur comes out, attacks him. But what was it about unicorn blood? It like heals or it uh basically brings you back to living. If you're dying, it gives
Yeah,
you life.
yeah, it gives you life or something like that.
But there was there was like a certain cost to it too or something. I forgot that part.
All I know is it didn't really work that well.
Yeah, so after that weird encounter with whoever that hooded guy was, which Harry basically knows it was Voldemort. It's like, you're saying that thing was Voldemort that we saw. And Hagrid's like, yes, building himself back up. So Harry, Ron, Hermione, they go after the stone themselves because they're like, all these teachers are worthless. They're not going to do anything. So we're just going to go do it. And they're like, yo, Hagrid, how you get past Fluffy? He's like, oh, you just play a little music to him. Take a nap. And he's like, oh, I shouldn't have told you that. Hagrid says a lot of stuff he shouldn't.
Yeah, no shit.
But, he's
Dude's
a real.
terrible at keeping a secret.
Oh, yeah. Very much so. So, yeah, they get past Fluffy to the trap door by playing a harp and putting him to sleep. He looked very peaceful, there asleep, very cute doggy with three heads. And then
Then
the
we get
death.
one of the
Yeah, go ahead.
greatest scenes. Well, they go through like these number of little things, but the greatest scene is the chess scene, the
Okay,
wizard
before
chess scene.
before that, yeah, they go through the devil snare, and that thing totally
Yeah,
reminded me of like the xenomorph vibes from Alien.
yeah.
That I don't know, that's just what I was thinking of now that I've seen those movies.
No, yeah, that's kind of funny. I never thought about that till you said that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. You can take it with the wizard chess. The greatest scene in this movie is what you're saying. Best scene of this movie.
Yes.
Is it
Hold on one
because
sec.
Ron gets his shit kicked in off a giant chess piece?
No, it's because of the dialogue.
Oh, okay.
Harry says, "Wait a minute! You don't understand why, Harry. Once I make my move, the Queen will take me. Then you're free to go check the King." No, Ron, no! What is it? He's going to sacrifice himself. No, you can't. There must be another way. Do you want to stop Snape from getting that stone or not? Harry, it's up to you. You're the one who has to go. Not me. Not Hermione. You. Knight to H3. I love that so much. Because I don't know why it's so like over dramatic for I don't know. It cracks me up every time.
All right. I like that scene a lot too. I think my favorite scene is probably the Forbidden Forest thing. So, hey, our favorite scenes are
Yeah.
basically back to back, both third act scenes. Yeah, so get past the chess game, and Harry's left all alone to confront Quirrell and Voldemort, who. So, you haven't seen Malignant, have you?
Uh-uh.
Okay, Malignant, if you ever watch it, it kind of reminds me of the Sorcerer's Stone thing that they got going on here. Like how Voldemort is kind of just a parasite on the back of his head. That's kind of what the monster in Malignant ends up being. Spoilers, but
Wow.
There's more to it than just a parasite in that movie, so I'm not spoiling a whole lot. But yeah, and what do you know? The mirror is there again. Harry looks into it, and he sees himself with the stone. Who would have thought? Who would have thought the way you get the stone is just like, yo, I really want this stone.
Well, I thought it was the person you got it if you like didn't want it or something. The one who
Oh,
wasn't seeking it was the one who was able to get it.
I want to. It was like whoever truly desired, or it is like the mirror of desire. So I would assume it's what it shows you what the heart most desires.
Yeah.
So like Voldemort he didn't want the stone just for the stone. Like he wanted to do not so good things with the stone. So like his intentions weren't pure. So I'm pretty sure that's why it never chose to give it
Ah,
to him.
that makes sense then.
But yeah, Harry just full on burns Quirrell alive through the power of love. His mother's love, baby. And that's the power
Because
of
Harry's a
love.
mother lover.
Now I got that song stuck in my head. And Dumbledore tells Harry there are ways that Voldemort could have survived. So I guess that's our first official piece of the Horcruxes right there.
Yeah.
And then, as I mentioned earlier, movie ends with Gryffindor placing fourth in house points, but due to favoritism are rewarded bonus points to rank first for the school year because Gryffindor and Harry Potter's house are the best, baby. Don't you forget
Yeah.
it.
What do you think is the better duo? The Chiefs and the refs, or Dumbledore and Gryffindor House?
Oh, oh. Did Gryffindor ever lose the House Cup?
I have no idea.
I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm probably still gonna go with Chiefs refs.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, that was Sorcerer's Stone. Only took us an hour to get through it.
Chamber of Secrets will be a lot easier because I don't think either of us liked it nearly as much.
Yeah, I mean the first one's setting up like the entire world as well, so
Yeah.
all right, I guess on to Dobby then. We mentioned him earlier. He's in the opening scene of this movie. He shows up to Harry's house. He's like, "Yo, Harry Potter, you can't go back to Hogwarts. It's gonna be dangerous." And Harry's like, "Yo, I'm not staying in this house. I'm going back to Hogwarts." And Dobby's like, "No." And he gets a cake and dumps it on
Harry Potter can't return to Hogwarts.
whatever the whoever the guest they had over was. Cake just gets dumped
It
on
was
her.
some lady from Vernon's work or something like that, I thought.
Bro, and Harry was right there. Like, just like, why did he not just play that off like he dropped the cake?
Yeah, or just not, just let him drop it and just stay upstairs.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what would happen then, because like they would
Probably
have
would have
known.
blamed Dudley.
Well, they would have known that magic occurred there. Because remember, like Order of the Phoenix when he uses the Patronum spell on the Dementors, they're like trying to expel Harry because they get notified of any underage magic use in the Muggle world.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true.
But then again, why were they notified of this if it was a Dobby?
No idea. Maybe nobody reported it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I guess it didn't yeah, no, because he just got grounded. Yeah, it wasn't Hogwarts keeping him
Yeah.
away. It was the yeah, Dursley, that's right. So, yeah. I mean, still an upgrade from where he was living, last movie, under the cupboard, I guess, in a
Gets a bedroom now.
yeah, even if when it is basically just a cell, at least, Hedwig's in there. At least at least he got a window, even though they barred it up. But yeah, Ron, Fred, George, the Weasley brothers, they come in clutch. I don't know how exactly they knew Harry was barred in at this moment, but they were prepared to rip some bars just so they get Harry into that flying car. And I don't understand why the
Hey, it worked
Dursleys
out.
are trying so hard to restrain him and keep him there. I'm like, y'all don't like this kid. Like, why do y'all want him there?
Yeah. I don't really understand the Dursley sometimes because it's like,
They're just
if
dicks to
he
be
goes to
dicks.
Hogwarts, yeah, if he goes to Hogwarts, the likelihood of something bad happening to him is kind of high, which you would
Yeah,
think they would want.
right.
So,
Yeah, and they should definitely figure it out after the first few years. It's like, oh, every time this kid goes to the school, some drastic shit happens. A lot of people die. So, back in Diagon Alley, well, they go back to the Weasleys first, and I like how the mom's like, "Oh, they took your car," telling the dad Arthur, and he's like, "Oh, how was it?" Such a dad
yeah, that
response.
was the Muggle world. That was the Muggle world, guys.
Uh, but in
I had the
Diagon
car
Alley,
fly. Yeah.
Diagon Alley, we get our introduction to Lucius Malfoy, who is just an arrogant prick. Very, very racist, very discriminative. Just just a real piece of shit.
I was just about to say, he's just a real piece of shit, man. Just say, call it like you see it.
Yeah, he slips the diary, Tom Riddle's diary, which, may or may not be a big part of this movie, into Jenny's bag. Harry and Ron miss the train to Hogwarts because they're Harry and Ron. They couldn't figure out how to run through a wall in time. So they have to fly there, and they're greeted by the Whomping Willow. Now, this tree can kick some ass, man.
Yes, they can.
It's not a tree I ever want to fuck with. Then Ron gets one of those fucking, what did they call it? Did they call it voicemails?
No, it was, oh my goodness, a howler,
Yeah,
I
howler of
think
his
is what they
mom
called
just
it.
chewing him the fuck out, and I'm like, God, dude, I would. Yeah, if I was Ron, I'd be frozen right now, which he kind of was.
Yeah.
I'd be like, damn it, mom.
You're making me not look cool.
I was
Everybody
just,
already hates me.
I was just trying to do something for a friend. This is what I get for being, what I get when I try to be a good person. I'm gonna be an absolute dickhead my fourth year. Oh, can't wait to talk about that one. I feel like I'm just gonna be talking about Ron's a little bitch. Yeah, Draco's the new Quidditch seeker for Slytherin because of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? He's literally only the seeker because his dad bought the entire team like new brooms, by the way. Like I'm pretty sure that's I don't know if it's said specifically in the book, but it definitely felt like it was being referred to here. That's the only reason he's there. He's not actually that great.
Yeah, no, that I was about to say it is. Yeah, his dad buys the whole team new brooms, and I'm pretty sure Hermione or somebody makes the comment that that's the only reason he's on the team, and that's when he calls her a filthy mudblood.
Oh, that's when Ron does the eat slugs thing, isn't it? He gets slugs in his
Yeah,
mouth.
eat slugs,
It's
Malfoy.
I always get that. I always forget if it's first one or second one. But yeah, it's second one. Yeah, and
There
Harry,
was a lot of things.
I'm surprised this guy is just still going through with Quidditch because like first game of this year, a bludger just chases him during the Quidditch game and knocks him out the sky because Dobby
Yeah, it tries to
enchanted
fucking
that
murder
bludger.
him.
Yeah, I'm like Dobby, you like stop and think for a minute. Like you're doing this to try to keep Harry Potter safe. Why are you trying to murder him right now?
We didn't mention who the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher was.
Oh, Lockhart. I don't remember his first name.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but all I know is he's one of those like guys that he just steals stories from everybody else and says about himself. It's
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
this is literally I can't think of a more incompetent character in the Harry Potter universe than this guy when it comes to magic.
Yeah.
Because this
Well, he
dude
tries to
cannot.
help Harry out,
Yeah.
and he makes his bones disappear after the bludger attack.
Yes. Ugh. This
Look,
guy
the nurse was
cannot.
like, "Why wasn't
perf-
he?"
He cannot perform a spell properly to save his life.
Yeah,
And he's the reason that the snake thing happens. Which okay, so Mrs. Norris gets petrified first. Uh, what is the groundkeeper's name? Starts with an F.
Fitch,
Fitch. His cat gets
Fitch,
petrified. And did did J.K. Rowling create the word
Filch,
petrified?
Filch,
Is
Filch. I'm
petrified a
sorry.
real word? Is petrified not basically just
Yes.
paralyzed? Like, are they not the same thing, essentially?
Oh, that I don't know. Have no idea on that
Well,
one.
petrified is a like temporary state. It's like temporary paralysis, basically. That's what they portrayed it as, anyway. But yeah,
Yeah.
spiders are scurrying away from the incident, and then after that, we get the Harry Draco duel, where Harry has the conversation with the snake, and they're like, "Oh, you're a parcel tongue, he who shall not be named," or what did they call Voldemort? You know who could talk to snakes. And Harry's like, "Yo,
Something like that.
get off my back, bro. Like, just because I can talk to snakes don't mean I'm anything like him." And I'm like, "Yeah, this is
I mean, that's a fair. That's fair.
they must not have to go over all the discrimination policies because I'm pretty sure discriminating someone because they're a parcel mouth isn't okay.
Yeah. What the fuck, Harry Potter universe?
Like, come on, you're gonna point out that calling people mudbloods and stuff isn't cool, but saying, "Oh, you might one day become a serial killer because you talk to snakes." Nothing wrong with that.
Harry Potter, man. They all just suck. Everybody in this universe sucks. We should beat them all up. What do you think?
Yeah, especially that Tom Riddle guy.
Yeah, and that Harry guy.
Yeah, well, Harry starts writing in that Tom guy's diary, and I feel like this is the scene that always, I guess, I don't know if it's my favorite scene in the movie. I really like the duel scene, to be honest. That might be my favorite scene where he talks to that snake. But I think the most fascinating scenes are when Harry is like seeing what happened in the past with the Chamber of Secrets and Tom Riddle, because we are getting some of Voldemort's past, which is just always interesting to me. And then the fact that just like this is the closest we get to the ties Hagrid had to Voldemort. Like other than this, I don't know what Hagrid really has to do with Voldemort personally or anything. But yeah, Tom Riddle, like a dickhead, got him expelled because he said Aragog was the monster, Hagrid's pet spider. Which
Yeah, when in reality it wasn't even close to being
no,
Aragog. Aragog
not
did try to kill Harry and Ron, though. Let's be fair.
yes. No, Aragog is a dick. It's kind of a dick. But yeah, Hagrid, yeah, he didn't care. He's like, Hagrid's not with y'all. I don't care that he sent y'all. I'm gonna kill you anyway. I promised to protect Hagrid, but I can't say the same for his friends. I'm like, man, y'all should have killed that fucking spider. Fuck Aragog.
Yeah, fuck that spider.
Yeah, but they go and confront Hagrid, and he's the one that sends them to Aragog. He's just like, just follow the spiders, and that's one of those things that makes me go, how did you guys not like figure that much out without asking him? Because literally every time someone gets petrified in this movie, there's a trail of spiders leaving the scene. Like you don't think those two things are in any way related when the spiders didn't start showing up until people started getting petrified.
And see, that's why it's like they just every time they stumble across something and solve something, it's like dumb luck almost. They're not like good
No,
at being heroes, which they're
they're
kids,
definitely
sure,
not good at
but
being detectives.
yeah, they're no Batmans.
Definitely not. Definitely not. But yeah, also the voices that Harry's been hearing this whole time, obviously, it's what's in the Chamber of Secrets. It's the basilisk. It's a giant serpent, which I do like that the voices are set up before, the whole parcel tongue thing happens. I don't know. I just like little cool details like that you can pick up on before it's actually revealed.
Yeah.
And when, the solution is
Well,
revealed, it
it's
actually makes sense.
yeah, it's not just like, oh yeah, here's this thing that we just now established. Yeah, it's like established towards the beginning of the and everything like that. I get that.
Yeah, so they follow it, see going into the woman's bathroom, which they spend a lot of time in the women's bathroom in this movie with Moaning Myrtle.
Yeah.
So of course, that's where the Chamber of Secrets ends up being. It's in the room they've been in probably the most this school year. And they just, I guess before the spiders let them there, they never thought to ask Myrtle how she died. But she died from something she didn't see. She died from the basilisk stare, the reflection, the reflection of its stare. God, I don't know how to phrase stuff apparently.
It's okay. We'll forgive you this time.
So yeah, they're going down underneath the women's bathroom, and Lockhart comes around nowhere. He's like, "Yo, y'all are taking me to wherever y'all are going. I'm getting out of here." And Harry and Ron, two 12-year-olds, just absolutely school this guy. Then
Well, I
we
mean, like we established, he's like one of the worst wizards of all time. He's
yes.
so terrible. The fact that he got the job is insanely concerning.
Oh yeah, no, like y'all did not run anything on this guy. No background checks, no nothing. No research. You didn't fucking contact any of his references. Oh, we didn't even have references.
No.
All right, this is when we get to the final showdown, though. Uh, I'll just bring it up now because it comes back in this scene. But we got introduced to Fox, Dumbledore's Phoenix earlier. He exploded and was reborn. Phoenixes are so cool. I wish they were real. I would have a pet Phoenix if they were real. That'd be cool. There'd probably be a fire hazard, but I'd figure it out. And the Sorting Hat is talking some more shit. So, Sorting Hat, Fox, we got that. Anyway, Harry goes down in the chamber to take on Tom Riddle and the Basilisk. It's really just taking on the Basilisk though, because since this it's a portion of Voldemort's soul, so it is a part of him there, but like that part of him can't physically harm anything. So that's what he needs the basilisk for. That whole thing is a little. That whole situation's a little complex,
Well, it's like they
but
were
cool
trying to set up the
nonetheless.
Horcruxes almost, you know?
Well, yeah, they were definitely. Yeah, they were. It was their way of displaying that yes, part of Voldemort resides in this. This is like his past self, though. Which I mean, I think it's cool that we see a little more of his past self too in later installments. But this is like definitely the most you get of Tom Riddle pre Voldemort, and how J.K. Rowling came up with Tom Marvolo or Marvello Riddle being rearranged into I am Lord Voldemort. I'm like, how long did you spend on just that? Because I would be there for like 3 days trying to figure that shit out.
I'd be there for like years.
Yeah,
I don't think I would have ever fucking figured that shit out.
I don't know. She apparently likes stuff like that though, because the Mirror of Arise, it's like, why is it desire spelled backwards when that's what it is? It's a mirror of desire.
Good on her. I couldn't fucking do that.
Maybe it's
Wait,
because when you look in the mirror, desire spelled backwards would be that.
yeah,
That's the only thing I
well,
can think of.
fuck that. I ain't trying to figure none of that shit out.
I'm thinking too deeply of J.K. Rowling's thought process when she fucking wrote this.
Yeah, she probably didn't even have a thought process.
But
She
yeah,
probably just, it was all a happy accident. She's just like, oh, well, that worked for me.
Fox, the Phoenix, he brings Harry the Sorting Hat, and the Sorting Hat has the Sword of Gryffindor. And the Sword of Gryffindor kind of it sort of works like, Sword in the Stone, like you can only wield it if you're worthy or it chooses you to wield it type thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
from what I understood.
Yeah, and he kills the basilisk with that thing, and he gets one of the basilisk's like fangs, sharp ass tooth, and stabs the diary to destroy the first Horcrux. Although we don't specifically know what Horcruxes are at this point. Even when you don't know what a Horcrux is, you can definitely tell, well, that former Voldemort Tom Riddle past figure just faded away. That must have did something. Killed his memory.
You know, I think Tom Riddle, or I think Lord Voldemort had a point in these movies. Harry Potter sucks. I'm switching sides now. I'm on Voldemort's side.
Harry Potter does suck because you know what this asshole does after this? He frees Dobby. No,
Yeah,
no, okay. I'm cool with Dobby being freed. I don't like Dobby in this movie because he is a little asshole. I do feel bad that the Malfoy family is the family he's having to serve, though. I'm like, I don't like Dobby. Like, if it came down to like, who do I want to chill with over the weekend? Fucking Dobby or Lucius Malfoy? I ain't chilling with Lucius Malfoy for fucking more than 2 seconds. Fuck
maybe
that guy,
maybe he'll let you hold his cane though. His cane's pretty cool.
bruh. I'll hold his cane and I'll beat the shit out of him with it.
Why not just pull the wand out of the cane and kill him
Yes.
with it?
So look, just because I had this question, I feel like I have the same question every time I hear it at the beginning of this movie. When Lucius is talking all this trash about muggles and such, and I'm just like, yo, you duel a human that's got a gun with your wand. Let's see what happens first. Are we gonna fucking pull that trigger and shoot you in the goddamn skull, or are you gonna get the words of Avada Kedavra off? Like, I feel like I'm gonna pull a
Well,
trigger a lot quicker than you're gonna say that.
well, also though, if you hit him, let's say, and he hits you with a Vada Kedavra, you don't know. There could be a spell to like pull the bullet out and restore his bullet wound, unless you like hit him in the head.
Well, that's where I'd be going for.
Okay, John Wick versus Lucius Malfoy. Let's go.
John Wick all day long.
Yeah, John Wick versus Lord Voldemort. Let's go.
John Wick.
Oh wow, you think Voldemort would kill John Wick's dog?
Yeah, and John Wick would go find those 7 Horcruxes immediately.
He wouldn't even find the Horcruxes. He'd find. Oh no, he would. He would lay them all on a table, invite Voldemort in, show them to him, and then shoot Voldemort in the head, and then proceed to shoot each individual Horcrux.
Yeah, he'd have like the 5 of them laid out. Say there's all 7. He'd have the 5 of them laid out. Voldemort would come in with the snake, and then like Harry's just I don't know. John Wick fucking got Harry. It's like, yo, let's go chill.
Then he
Fucking
just shoots Harry.
yeah, he shoots the shoots the snake, destroys the 5 on the table right in front of Voldemort, then just turns around and shoots Harry. And Voldemort's like,
Fuck
no.
you. You're the reason this all happened. Fucking asshole. Should have killed him a long time ago when he was in Professor Quirrell's body.
Yes.
Harry's just crying, I tried! You didn't try hard enough.
I tried. I burned him alive. Really, you
And
didn't.
John's like, holy shit. You're sadistic.
It was through my mother's love. He's like, what
The fuck is wrong with this guy? God damn, I might have done the world a favor killing this motherfucker.
Oh my god, I want to see a John Wick Harry Potter crossover now.
Yeah, make it
Yeah.
happen. I think 2 individual studios own those movies, but let's make it happen.
I would, yeah, it's Lionsgate definitely doesn't own John Wick, and Warner Bros. Definitely doesn't own Harry Potter. It's definitely not 2 completely separate movie studios. Yeah, John Wick as a wizard. John Wick would go into Gryffindor, definitely.
Oh yeah, 100%. Let's name some movie characters that we think would go into Gryffindor.
Oh,
All right.
Okay, Gryffindor specifically.
Well, no, I'll just name some movie characters, and I want you to tell me what house you think they would go in.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. How about that? All
Should
right.
we rate
Well,
these
let's
first?
Let's do movie and TV show characters. All right.
Okay.
Ron Swanson.
Oh my god. Yeah, he'd be a Gryffindor.
You think so?
I don't know where else he would really fit.
Optimus Prime.
I don't know as much about him as you do, but from the little I do know, I'd say probably Gryffindor, right?
Fair. Okay, Tommy Pickles.
Who? Oh wait, from Rugrats?
Yeah.
Hufflepuff.
Wow, Hufflepuff for Tommy Pickles. Chucky from Rugrats.
Bro, was Chucky smart?
He's a little bit of an idiot.
Oh, well, never mind. He's a little bit of an idiot. I don't remember a lot about Chucky. Like, I remember he's the redheaded one, obviously. I don't remember much about his character. Just throw him in Hufflepuff with Tommy.
Oh, okay. All right. They'll be reunited over there at Hufflepuff. Okay, Chucky the doll.
Oh, Chucky the doll. I mean, I guess Slytherin. He's a cunning son of a bitch.
That's true. Sydney from Scream.
Ooh, Ravenclaw.
Ooh, okay. Not Billy, but the other one from Scream.
Oh, Stu?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Stu. Thank you.
Slytherin.
Slytherin. Okay.
Definitely.
What's her name? The chick from Friends from Scream. I can't think of her name.
Courtney Cox?
Courtney Cox, thank you. I can't remember her name either in the character's name. Wasn't it Vicky something?
In the Scream movies?
Yeah.
Gail Weathers.
Gail Weathers, okay. Yeah, there we go. Gail Weathers.
Huh. See, I'm between she'd probably be a Slytherin, right? Kind of between that and
I can see it.
Ravenclaw.
Or Ravenclaw. Yeah. Okay. I just got a few more for you. Okay. Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Gryffindor, right?
You think Robert Pattinson's Batman?
If not Gryffindor, Ravenclaw. Like, those are the only 2
Okay.
houses Batman can go into.
George Clooney's Batman.
Oh, okay. I might have lied. Whoa. George Clooney's Batman. Huh. I would say Ravenclaw, but I don't think I mean he carried a Batman credit card around, so I don't think he'd be in Ravenclaw. He'd probably be in Slytherin.
Oh my god, you said Batman and Slytherin? God damn. Okay, just like I said, just a few more here. All right. Godzilla from Godzilla 2014.
You know what? No. George Clooney's Batman, I changed my mind. He'd be in Gryffindor. Chris O'Donnell's Robin would be in Slytherin.
Yeah, fuck him. Biggest villain of that movie.
Yes. What was the next one?
Godzilla 2014.
Oh, Godzilla would be in Gryffindor.
Gryffindor? Jesus, okay. This Gryffindor house is pretty stacked right now.
What would Godzilla be? I don't know. He doesn't display.
I don't fucking know. I'm asking you.
He doesn't display like emotion or anything though.
Well, it's up to you.
I mean, I'm saying he's brave.
One.
That's why I'm saying.
I had another one, but I can't fucking remember what it is. Okay, James McAvoy's character from Split. But then you have to place each individual personality in a house.
I don't remember all the personalities. Hedwig would be a Hufflepuff. That's the one personality I remember.
What about his character as a whole?
his character as a whole would probably, you know what? Ravenclaw,
Okay, James McAvoy's character from Speak No Evil.
Slytherin.
Fair enough. He's really a piece of shit.
Oh, he's so good in that movie though. Good movie.
Oh man, just okay. We're done with the Harry Potter house ranking or the Harry Potter thing, real quick. Just quick side thing on Speak No Evil. That was one of the first movies that I had seen a trailer for in a long time. That I was like, I really want to see this movie, and I never went and watched it in theater. But as soon as it was on the cock, I watched it, and holy shit, I wish I would have went and saw it in theater. So
Yeah, I
good.
kind of wish I saw it in theaters too.
God, it was so good.
Yeah, they do a really good job of creating tension in that movie. Like, I didn't know where it was going. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was like,
I
oh, and James McAvoy is he's so good at being weird and creepy.
Yeah, there's so many points. Like they set you up for a lot of misdirection in the trailer, right? So there's that one trailer where he tells the family he's a doctor, and then it like cuts, and he says, "I'm not a doctor."
Yeah.
And in the movie, they do that in such a way where it's like you're sitting here thinking, "Holy shit, he's not a doctor," and then you see him laughing, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just messing with you," and then you're just kind of like, "Oh, ha 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 ha." He's just messing. He's not. Yeah, he's just messing with them. But that's not the case at all. No, he's seriously sick and twisted.
Oh yes.
And I think the twist, I guess it's not necessarily a twist, but it is kind of when the little boy shows the little girl the photo albums and stuff.
Oh yes.
I really like that reveal.
So I don't really want to say anything because I don't know if it really spoils it. But okay, it's true. If someone's seen this other movie I'm thinking of, maybe they might be able to piece together what I'm even talking about if they haven't seen, See No Evil. But it really reminded me of like The Village, or well, not The Village. What the fuck? The Visit in some ways.
I don't think I've seen The Visit.
It's a M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh, is that the one with Batista?
No, that is Knock at the Cabin.
Okay.
Yeah, and Batista. You haven't seen that one either?
No, I haven't seen that one either.
Dude, you should watch it just for Batista's performance. He is so damn good in that movie. Like just that performance alone, from all the wrestlers that have gone to acting, that performance alone tells me that Batista is the best. He's fucking awesome in that movie.
I mean, it might be a little silly to say, but I think his performance as Drax kind of makes him. Because as Drax, I don't know how hard of a role that would be to play, but I feel like that role would be so much fun to play.
Yeah,
Just being a complete doofus.
definitely.
But
All right, what's the grading scale for Harry Potter, the Sorcerer's Stone, and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
so we'll do a 1 to 10 scale, all right? 1 would be you're siding with Voldemort, and 10 would be you're siding with Harry. So you kind of choose who you side with these movies.
Okay. So, Sorcerer's Stone, I'll give. I give like a. See, the bad thing about rating these franchise movies is like I start thinking of like all the future ones and what I'd rate them, which isn't good. Because I'm like, oh, where does
Nah,
this rank? No, I'm gonna give Sorcerer's Stone a feeling like 7.5 out of 10. Like, you know.
7.5. Okay, all right. I'll give it a 6.
Oh wow. Well,
So what
that's.
about Chamber of Secrets then?
I was going to give Chamber of Secrets a 6.
I'm gonna give Chamber of Secrets a 5. So Chamber of Secrets almost makes us side with Voldemort. That it wasn't a good enough movie to make us care about Harry that much. That's kind of the way we're going about it, you see? So basically, what we're saying is we wanted Harry to die in that movie.
No, I wanted him to kill the snake. I don't like snakes.
Oh, you fucking pussy.
I didn't like Dobby in that movie. I wanted Dobby to die. Thank you, Bellatrix. The one good thing you did.
Oh, I killed Dobby the house elf. Oh, I killed Dobby
Yeah,
the
I
house elf.
wish she'd be screaming that shit around instead of I killed Sirius Black. I killed Sirius Black. Fuck you, bitch.
Anyways, that was Harry Potter 1 and Harry Potter 2.
We
We'll be back with
finally
Harry Potter
did them
3.
at some point
It'll be tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow.
tomorrow. Or
Just kidding.
I don't know, we can do Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban soon. We can I don't know, we can if we can record next week, maybe some other Christmas thing. Or
Ooh,
yeah, I
maybe
don't know.
Gremlins.
Ooh, Gremlins, yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, we can do that in time. Maybe we can come back with some Gremlins. Uh, Transformers 1 is on Paramount Plus, so maybe we'll talk about that one day in the future once we both see it, because I still haven't seen it. I do
Neither
want to
have
watch
I.
it though. I do want to watch it and see if it's easier to follow than the original 1986 movie that we covered was.
You mean the acid trip we covered?
Yes, that complete acid trip that I watched twice and was still unsure if it was real or not. The mu the music sure seemed real though. Man, banging soundtrack.
I've got
Will
the
That's the
touch.
real question. Will this Transformers movie have a better soundtrack? I doubt it. Will it be a better
Will
movie?
any
I
movie
hope.
have a better soundtrack?
What?
Will any movie have a better soundtrack?
That's a good question. Yeah, no. That was all-time soundtrack right there. Pure 80s goodness. Fucking loved it.
Where can you
But
find the show?
You can find the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube at the Red Arrow, wherever else you find your podcast. Rate us on Apple Podcast, rate us. Yeah, 5 stars. Hopefully, if you don't like us, you don't have to rate us. You can just leave.
Yeah, we'll murder you if you don't like us.
But if you want to be sorted into whatever house you want, like Harry was, you gotta rate us. Rate us 5 stars
Yeah.
and leave a
Otherwise, you get
review
pushed straight
saying
into Hufflepuff.
these guys are the best random guys.
Yeah, you don't want to go into Hufflepuff. Let's be honest. Nobody wants to be a Hufflepuff.
Yeah, no one wants to be a Hufflepuff. Those Rugrats are Hufflepuffs. So.
Yeah. Even though I like the Rugrats, fuck the Rugrats in this certain situation.
Why does Hufflepuff even get shit on? Like, isn't their whole thing like being good of heart and like kind and shit?
Yeah, pretty much. Cedric Diggory was a Hufflepuff.
Oh, so that's where Robert Pattinson's Batman would go. No, no, he's staying in Ravenclaw.
And
All
George
right.
Clooney staying in Slytherin.
No, Chris O'Donnell's in Slytherin. George Clooney's a
Oh, that's right.
Gryffindor.
That's right. I forgot. You threw that one in there. But, okay.
Bro, George Clooney went toe to toe with Bane, unlike Christian Bale could have ever done.
That's true. He got his back broke like a little bat bitch.
Yeah, and well, never mind. I was gonna say Batman threw Bane in some fucking pistachio ice cream, but that was Robin that he threw into pistachio ice cream. Oh, because Robin's a little dick and he deserved it.
Anyways,
All right.
that was Harry Potter 1 and 2. Come back. The uploads are sporadic, and that's all on me.
It's
Sorry about that.
Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Yeah, exactly, Hermione. Join me and Hermione the next time that we talk about Harry Potter 3, The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Man, if
We'll
we
have a lot of good things to say about that movie.
yeah, if only we could get
So,
Emily Watson on, that'd be great.
Emily Watson. It's Emma Watson.
Emma Watson, that's what I meant. Hey, you've called Jenna Ortega like Jenny Ortega and shit before. I don't want to hear it.
Fair enough.
All right, anyway,
Anyway.
until next time with whatever it may be.